this mixtures. Before this mixtures, we have discussed about the classification of substances, matter, classification of matter, classification of pure substance, and mixtures. In general, also we have discussed about compounds and elements. So our point of discussion is focused on what mixtures. But before that, as we have discussed in the previous class about compounds, compounds are a form of pure substance that is made up of what? The combinations of two or more than two different elements in a chemical process or any chemical means. But our today's point of discussion is focused on mixtures. So when we are going to define these mixtures, mixtures are also a form of matter that is formed by the physical combinations of what? Two or more than two different substances. Mixtures are formed physically. This is how mixtures can be physically when two or more than two different substances or elements mixed together in a physical means, they produce these mixtures. And mixtures can be easily separated from its components. We will see what are the techniques or the methods that used to separate mixtures from their useful components. We will discuss later. And also, these mixtures can be divided into two: homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Homogeneous mixtures. When you see these homogeneous mixtures means a type of mixtures or a kind of mixtures. When two or more than two mixtures or substances can be mixed together, we cannot see their components with our naked eye. Homogeneous, because homo means the same. That means when two or more than two substances are mixed together, their composition cannot be seen with our naked eye. Mostly, these homogeneous mixtures are said to be solutions. Examples of these homogeneous mixtures, salt solution, sugar solution, soft drinks, alloys. Alloys are substances that is formed from when two or more than two elements are melted and mixed together. They produce alloys, and there are different types of alloys. So alloys are examples of what? Homogeneous mixture. The second type of mixture is heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. When you see this heterogeneous mixture is also, it is formed by the combinations of two or more than two different substances or elements in a physical means or in a physical process. But when you see the difference between these heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures, the components of homogeneous mixtures cannot be seen with our naked eye, but the components of heterogeneous mixtures can be seen with our naked eye. So its components can be seen. The components can be seen with our naked eye or with the help of microscope. This is heterogeneous, but the components of homogeneous mixtures cannot be seen our naked eye, but they are mixtures in general. And the mixtures of the homogeneous or heterogeneous can be separated from their useful components using some different mechanisms or techniques. We will see what are the methods or the techniques that is to separate either a mixture is homogeneous or heterogeneous. So the word hetero means different. Hetero means different. Yes, that means when two or more than two different substances are mixed together, their mixtures can be seen with our naked eye. This is the reason why our mothers or our elder sisters cooked what? They pick first the piece of unwanted substance from the mixtures that they use to make what? Okay, so this is heterogeneous mixtures. There's examples of heterogeneous mixtures. Look, blood is examples of heterogeneous mixtures. Milk is examples of heterogeneous mixtures. Look, blood, milk. The other one, there are different types of mixtures. Mixtures of oil and water. Oil and water is also what? Heterogeneous mixtures, because there are different types of examples that can be heterogeneous or uh, homogeneous. Mixtures of sand, mixtures of sand and salt. Yeah, such kinds of substance are said to be heterogeneous mixtures. This is the simple definitions and examples of mixtures and types of mixtures. Now, let me compare and contrast what is mixtures and compounds. Okay, mixtures. Here it is. There is compounds. There is mixtures. Yes, mixtures and compounds. How can we differentiate mixtures and compounds from their useful compositions? Okay, this is compounds. Compounds can be formed in a chemical means or chemically, whereas mixtures can be formed physically. Okay, physically. All the types of mixtures are formed in a physical means. All the types of compounds are formed in a chemical means. This is the best and short differences of compounds and mixtures. The other one, compounds, in a compounds, new substance is formed. New substance is formed. Whereas in mixtures, no new substance is formed. No new substance is formed in a mixtures. Compounds cannot be separated easily. Cannot be separated easily. Whereas mixtures can be separated easily from its components. These compounds can be separated from its components in ordinary chemical reactions, whereas mixtures can be separated in a physical means within simple and minor techniques, because mixtures means simply mixing of two or more than two different substances in a physical means or physically. So we can separate the different types of mixtures from their useful components in physical methods or physical techniques, because there are different methods or techniques. For example, there is magnetic separation, there is distillation, evaporation, sedimentation, decantation, sieving, there is hand picking, and so on. So these different mechanisms or techniques that is to separate mixtures from their useful components. So these are the most common difference of compounds and mixtures.